Senior class has improved tremendously. I think about when they came in as freshmen and where they are now, and it's actually incredible how far they've come. As freshmen, a lot of them didn't know how to turn on cameras. They didn't know how to power things on in the control booth. And here they are 4 years later, producing stories that are winning national awards. They've won too many Lee County and TV Film Awards to even count. I don't even remember how many they've won by now. And more than the awards, they've done stories that are really memorable, that people at Bonita Springs High School are gonna remember forever, honestly. Lucas Nicholson, one of a kind. Whoever comes next, he set the standard. He set the standard for greatness, and students are always going to be trying to achieve at that level. And I'm not sure how many will ever get there, but he certainly set the standard by doing some absolutely incredible stories. And he's just an awesome kid all the way around.
Well, I kind of joined TV Pro. It was a class I kind of got thrown into. I knew I really wanted to do news, but I didn't quite know what high school news was going to be all about. So kind of joining TV Pro, starting to get my feet wet, and the main reason is actually because of our old director, Marcia Foreman. Me and her did news all throughout middle school. She said, this program's great. We're just trying to get it off the ground. We could really use your help. And, well, the rest is history 4 years later. I think my favorite part about TV Pro is honestly just the rush. The rush that I feel, you know, kind of trying to get this news out on time, trying to get different things, I guess you could say ducks in a row in order for the end product that people see to get out. Is definitely one of my favorite parts. Also, just kind of having someone that was in the same field I want to go into and having that mentor like Mr. Norby has also been great.
Chris Lastrom, one of the best, if not the best editor we've ever had. I had one other editor that was really phenomenal who works in the news now, and Chris is right there. I don't know if he surpassed him, but they're right there. And so, great editor.
So my name is Chris Lastrom, and I'm the technical director of the BBN News. Yes, I definitely have had doubts about staying in TV production, especially coming into this year since I do dual enrollment with FGCU. I wasn't sure if I would have time to do this class and really just put everything into it, but I am so glad that I did take this class because not only have I been growing my skills and growing even soft skills and hard skills, but I met some amazing people. Like if I never took this class, I would have never got to know my little Lastroms, I call them, the 4 people that I'm teaching to edit the news next year. I never would have met them. I never would have further grown my connections with people. And I wouldn't have won some of the awards that I did win. So overall, I'm super, super happy that I made that decision to stay in TV production.
Christina has a very critical eye, and I mean that as a compliment. She knows what looks right, and if something's off, it bothers her. She has a standard that she wants to meet, and you need that in production. You need people who can see the flaws and want to achieve excellence. And Christina's come so far. I had her in design. I've had her in TV Pro. I love having her in class. She's blunt, and personally, I like that because I'm blunt too, and I'm gonna miss her a lot.
So I actually came into TV Pro on accident. In freshman year, I didn't really know how to work out my schedule. And I was in a class that I wasn't happy with, and I wanted like a digital media, like a social media type of class. And I went into TV Pro thinking that it would be like something like that, and it was. I was really happy with what I found, so I stayed in there. The most valuable lesson that I learned in TV Pro was patience, because not everything's gonna work out. You know, like a program might crash, or an interview might be canceled, or you know, the equipment gets misplaced a lot, and it stresses us out. But you've got to learn like to just, you know, calm down, because everything will work out in the end. You just got to like work with your friends and work with your teammates.
Erica, again, one of those students that she makes me smile because her energy is contagious. She's very passionate about what she does. when she has an idea, you can see the light in her eyes, and she's done a phenomenal job with our social media, basically growing it from nothing into what it is now. And Erica's just an awesome, awesome student who I'm going to miss a lot.
Nordby has this way of kind of, he makes it his goal to connect with the students, and I think each and every one of his students has a personal connection to him, whether it's sharing the love of photography or sharing the love of video editing or sharing the love for news. And I think he really makes it his personal goal to kind of guide and help each student to get to where they are now, especially these seniors.
Julian, first thing that comes to mind is Julian's hilarious. He makes me laugh at least once or twice a day. And, you know, sometimes you think Julian's not really working, but that's just kind of his style. He moves around, he talks, but when he sits down and he decides he's going to do something, he really does it. And it's phenomenal. He can do as good a work as anybody. He's a great, great student.
I think my favorite part was being able to sketch an idea for a story and then going out and actually getting that film done and being able to see your work at the end and just realizing it was all worth the hundreds of hours you spent editing and getting the film and setting up times and locations for interviews.
Nolan. Again, I've had Nolan from the beginning, and what I love is Nolan comes in smiling every day. You know, his smile makes me smile, and he's very chill. And I think sometimes people think that they mistake that. But if you look at the quality of his work, it's really phenomenal. He has a great eye, videography, photography, and he could do so many different things to make a story or make the news look phenomenal. BBN News would not look like it does without Nolan.
I actually got thrown in to TV production. I didn't really want to do it at first. But then I started to get more involved, and I ended up enjoying it a lot and enjoying the people that I met in this classroom that ended up making me stay for 3 or 4 years. I enjoy getting the news done efficiently, on time, and well, and then having a good time making stories and hanging out with the people that I actually have been working with for like 3 years now.
Favorite part about teaching this particular class is I think I'm going to just miss the banter that I have with them on a daily basis, the conversations that I have. I pushed them very hard, and I know at times I drive them crazy, but I hope they're going to look back and say, Mr. Nordby did that for a reason, and it's paying off now in whatever it is they're doing in life. But when I think back and the work's done, and after all the great stories they've produced, I'm going to remember the conversations that we've had and how they've grown as people, and just bantering with them on a daily basis.